Hi guys, good morning. Beautiful day, beautiful day to you all. I pray this day brings you good fortunes. I pray this day brings you glad tidings and that the works of your hands will be established today. I want to share a brief story, and I hope this story encourages someone this morning, and this story gives you hope and the courage to believe in yourself and not give up on yourself, to keep pushing and trust the process that things will work out good for you. I'm like every other young Nigerian boy who had to start life without any form of privilege, who had to start life from the ground up, completely from the ground up, who had to rely on providence, who had to rely on divine's grace or divine provision, divine help, who had no one, absolutely no one, apart from the love of family, the courage to dare, the boldness to try the unthinkable, the belief that with time things will get better. I'd been dejected, I'd been rejected, I'd been looked down at, not given opportunity. I remember a particular season of my life where I kept chasing some people. I wanted them to mentor me because I didn't have anyone to learn from. I didn't have anyone to look up to. The people who I thought I could look up to, unfortunately, they weren't ready, they weren't willing, they weren't available for me. They didn't want to have anything to do with me. It was depressing. It was heartbreaking because I knew that I'm a good boy. I knew that I wouldn't cause any harm or any trouble, but because I didn't have a name, because I didn't come from a rich background in quotes, because I didn't come from affluence or opulence, people mistreated me, looked down at me, didn't give me room to express myself, didn't even want to hear whatever I had to say, weren't very interested. They didn't see me as anything that would be worth the while. They didn't see me as anything that would be worth the while. I always get heartbroken. I always feel sad when I'm being looked down at, not because of anything I've done, not because I'm a bad person, in quote, but just simply because I'm a little boy looking for help, looking for someone to rely on, someone to look up to, someone to walk with, to say, I want you to show me the way. I want you to be my guide. I don't want to do life on my own. I don't want to do life based on assumptions. I want to do life with a leader, with a guide. I didn't have all of that. So I had to rely a lot on studying, reading books, doing research, trying to create my own opportunities. And I can tell you that Providence smiled on me and I created my own opportunities. Today, I am proud to say that through the help of God, there is no human being on the face of the earth that can take glory for the person that I have grown to become. Because God at his own time had used different people, strangers especially, orchestrated relationships, orchestrated circumstances, because he alone wants to take the glory. So I'm encouraging you this morning to say that don't give up on yourself. Don't look down on yourself. Yes, it is tough. I can tell you it is tough. There was a time in my life that I had only 20 naira. Only 20 bucks. Only 20 bucks. And that day, what that 20 bucks did for me was I had to buy gari, granite, sugar, and sachet water. That was the only meal I had. All of it. That was the only meal I had. And this was about 2012, between February and early June, when I was out of work, because I was trying to find a new path. I was trying to find my life. I was trying to discover myself. I needed to unveil the different dimension of the capacity and the graces of God upon my life. I had to stay in the waiting room for about 6 months till my next opportunity came. And today, that's not the case. That's not the case. Today, we've been a blessing to the world. We've been a blessing to displaced people all over the country. We've been a blessing to displaced people in Syria, in Yemen. We support charitable works all across the world. I do that effortlessly now, just because I was able to discover myself and to find providence. I didn't give up on believing in myself, even when I was looked down at, even when I was dejected, when I was rejected, when I was told to my face that nothing good can come out of me, when I was told to my face that I will not succeed. All right. Life is so beautiful. So I just want to share this story with someone this morning, telling you that you are more than enough. You are more than enough. Help will come from sources you least expect. Help will come find you when you are prepared. Help will come find you when you are valuable, when you are an asset. So invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Your greatest investment in this life is self-investment. What you invest in developing yourself, what you invest in building capacity, building competence, that is your greatest asset to changing your fortune and to living the life that you desire. Living the life of significance, living the life of impact. It is largely dependent on the amount of investment you are willing and ready to put on yourself. To put on yourself in your relationships. Develop yourself. Invest in building meaningful relationships. That's how your life will be transformed. That's how your life will be transformed. I'm passionate about building organic growth because I know it is possible. I'm passionate about it because I know you do not need to rely on people to become who you are ordained and designed to become. I'm passionate about helping you find yourself because I know that it is possible. This is not some motivational hogwash. This is not some motivational mumbo jumbo talk. This is the power of unlocking your destiny, knowing yourself, believing in your capacity, and walking the path. Might be tough, would be tough. It's not going to be easy. I can assure you that. Some of the time you will be afraid, some of the time you will lose courage, but that which you require is already in the inside of you. Go and make impact in your world. I see you at the top because it's too crowded at the bottom. Cheers.